The Prophet's Diary, declared on 13th July 2025 at 5:10 a.m. while I took time to rest in preparation for our Jack Inter-Schools conference in the East, Bukedea. Matter, weather conversations. All this while, my spirit has been contemplating a vision that was revealed to me 2 months ago. I was led by an angel so close to me into a high mountain where I was to behold something that disturbed my mind. There was a sudden change in patterns that caught the eye of those that have mastery at weather. The entire globe was brought to my sight, and my eyes could see continents soaked in strange patterns of weather, Africa inclusive. This is going to happen, and all eyes will see it. New sightings of things that contradict with the usual. It's like waking up and there is snow where it is not expected to be. Patterns are going to change globally. Then we will see behavioral patterns among nations also change to suit the weather changes. There will be a switch in loyalties also among nations. Today I recorded a vision centered on weather, not as a forecast, but as a sign. The entry spoke of a global shift, unusual weather patterns, contradiction to the familiar, and sights that would disturb even those skilled in understanding the climate. It described a world where the unexpected becomes visible, snow where it is not expected, and where changing weather would precede changing behavior among nations. 5 months later, on the 17th of December 2025, the world watched as snow fell across northern Saudi Arabia after about 3 decades, blanketing mountains in regions known for desert heat. Images from Tabuk and Jabal showed frozen landscapes rarely witnessed in the kingdom, prompting global attention and conversation. For scientists, the event was explained through cold fronts and atmospheric instability, but for those who recall the vision, what was written months ago is now speaking in headlines. The vision was never about fascination with climate. It was about patterns losing loyalty. Snow appearing where heat once held covenant is a sign that systems humanity trusted as permanent are being gently and publicly contradicted. God is showing the nations that predictability is no longer Lord. The earth is being retuned. In the visions, continents were soaked in unfamiliar weather. That soaking was not destruction. It was restraining. When weather shifts, behavior follows. Trade reroutes, alliances reconsider. Survival instincts rewrite loyalties. And now, the headlines echo the vision. Since the beginning of the 21st century, Venezuela aligned itself with nations opposing the regional and global leadership of the United States, China, Russia, and other alternative power centers. But on Saturday, January 3rd, 2025, the geopolitical landscape was thrown into upheaval. The reported capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, announced by Donald Trump, and the US attack on Caracas sent shockwaves across the world. The international community watched closely as the geopolitical chessboard was overturned. World superpowers, China and Russia, denounced the US action and reaffirmed support for Venezuela. Others spoke differently. Argentina's President Javier Milei, called Trump's favorite president, declared, "Freedom moves forward. Long live freedom." The United Kingdom's Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, said his government would shed no tears for the end of Maduro's regime. What is clearer now is not peace but alignment. Who backs who? Who steps forward? Who steps away? And just when the world thought the chapter between the US and Venezuela was all that existed, the switches continued. In the Middle East, tension between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates escalated. Once aligned partners now divided over Yemen.
Let's turn to West Asia now, where a proxy war is unfolding in Yemen. On one side is Saudi Arabia, on the other side is the UAE. Two close allies now at odds. We have seen open threats, we have seen airstrikes. The question is, will there be a full-blown confrontation?
Saudi Arabia backs the government. The UAE supports separatist forces, competing interests, competing futures. And once again, alliances once believed immovable began to strain. Snow in Saudi Arabia is not an isolated wonder. It is a signal flare. It announces that regions once known for singular identity will now host contradictory realities. Heat and cold, tradition and disruption, certainty and questioning. Africa's inclusion in the vision was deliberate. It declares that this is not selective. No continent is exempt from repatterning. What many call climate anomaly is heaven's way of saying, watch closer. Weather is becoming a prophetic language because leaders stopped listening to words. So God is speaking in skies and in systems, not to scare, but to reorder. Those who understand the times will not panic, they will interpret. Those who only read data will miss the message, but those who read patterns will see God rearranging the table. Snow in Saudi Arabia is not just a prophecy, it is the confirmation.